Hello and welcome to some more Star Citizen, and we are in Star Citizen now for 3.15.1, and this is the Crusader Ares Ion, and we're going to take a look at the other Starfighter as well, the Inferno, in a second, but I just want to talk briefly about the ships, have a quick look at them, because they are flyable in 3.15.1 on the PTU at the moment, but it will be live on the 19th of November. The ships were, I believe, last time on sale for from $195 to $220, but they will probably go up a little bit because they are now flyable, so sort of bear that in mind. Probably only sort of like a $30 hike or something like that, 10 to 15% sort of thing. But I own an Ion, and I really like this gun. I don't like it for dogfighting. I don't think it would work for dogfighting, but against a medium and large and capital ships, absolutely fantastic. And if you can use it as a support fighter, so if you're supported by a wing of fighters, or you're in with capital ships or whatever, you can sort of float around with them, and then use it to snipe at things, you're going to be pretty happy. So there are some great things about that gun. It does a huge amount of damage. I think it's like one of the highest alpha strike damage weapons in the game. So it's single shot damage. Also, it's got 31 shots as standard, sort of in its capacity. I mean, obviously you can change that with by fiddling around with your capacitors, but it regens that ammo pretty quick when you stop firing, as you can see. So I think that's pretty sweet. Yeah, as I said, it suffers against, well, if you're dogfighting. You wouldn't want to use this for Vandal Swarm. I'm sure some crazy people will and be good with it, but it is a much more long-range ship, and you're not going to be able to track ships particularly well. You're pretty slow. The ship is not massively agile. You can do some good stuff in it. I mean, it's still a fighter, but it's just a very heavy fighter. Single-seater, as you may already know. And the hulls between the Inferno and the Ion are pretty similar, as in there's a couple of changes at the moment. They may change it further in the future. But it's the skin, the weapon. So the Ion has that big, fixed size 7 slow-firing laser, and the Inferno has the chain gun, which we'll look at in a minute. I say chain gun, it's not a chain gun, it's a ballistic repeater. But other than that, the only other change and difference is, as far as I'm aware, is the fact that the Inferno, so the other one, has damage resistance to physical and energy damage. But both ships have two size 2 shields, so that's a lot of redundancy and a lot of tank there. And they both have 2 size 2 power plants and 3 size 2 coolers. So yeah, load of redundancy, load of systems, size 2 quantum drive as well, so it's got some solid range on it, and some efficiency. It's a fantastic, genuinely fantastic heavy fighter for a very specific purpose. And it's not necessarily particularly dogfighting. So bear that in mind. It is a support heavy fighter. It needs to be supported by smaller ships for the most part. I mean, you can bring it to bear against larger ships quite happily. But yeah, not a dogfighting ship in my opinion. It does have a load of missiles as well. I believe both ships have the same, which is 2 sets of 4 Viper 3 missiles by standard and 12 Arrester 3 missiles at standard. So quite a lot of missile there. Very, very effective combat ship. Yeah, I just love the look of it. I think that it's absolutely fantastic. There's not too much to say about it, to be honest. So this isn't going to be a hugely long tour. Let's drop the landing gear. I love the big gun. I love the big laser. It is a big gun with wings. That's all that's going on here. And I think with missions like Xeno Threat and anti-capital ship missions, and when you're hunting certain players in multi-crew ships, one of these ships is going to be very useful. So all these little panels and access to components on the externals. Like the little flashy bits. It's a good looking ship. I'm glad that it's flyable in 3.15.1. Let's have a look at its variant. So we are now trying out that Ares Inferno. And as I said, And the only differences between the ships are the big guns, both size 7s. This is a ballistic repeater, and the skins. But also, I believe the ship has 10% sort of armor damage reduction in for physical and energy. So it does give it an advantage, and obviously the rapid fire does make it more effective at dogfighting than the Ion. And you go, oh, how much ammo does it have? It has 2,000 rounds. I don't believe it has a reload, but that's about almost 3 minutes of sustained fire. That's a lot of ammo. You worry about ballistics like, oh, I'm not going to have enough ballistic ammo. This ship has enough ballistic ammo. Now, what it doesn't have is much agility. This is absolutely terrible for agility. It's fixed weapon, so I haven't used fixed weapons in ages, so you're going to have to bear with me while I miss most of my shots and sort of slowly get to an equilibrium. Look at this, look how slidey it is. You trust me, when I get some shots in, you're going to regret it. Look how much I'm fighting with that. But against those larger ships, you're gonna be having a great time. Right, let's go after this guy. So you only need to make contact with a couple of shots to get a kill with this, which is fortunate because I'm not hitting very much. Let's give it a big bit of old spray. Unfortunately, in Vandal Swarm as well, if I get my ammo replenishment, I just get all my ammo back, which is pretty sweet. So I can be extra bad. See, I'm struggling to keep the actual gun on target and straight. That is partly because I'm bad with fixed weapons now, because I've got too used to auto gimbal and manual gimbals, but also because the ship is sort of struggling to keep up. Getting a little tiny better at aiming it now, but still, it's hard. But it lacks the brrrr that I wanted as well. Actually, not firing where it's telling me to fire it's actually helping. So near where it's telling me to fire, but not exactly. But if a ship wanted to avoid me, it very easily could. There you go. But I very much like the ship. I just, yeah, for me, not a dogfighter at all. Although, as we said, it could probably assist pretty well in dogfights. Just not as the ship that's being engaged. But yeah, absolutely loving it. Let's get the landing gear out. It's everything you want in a heavy fighter, as long as you don't want to be dogfighting. Pretty much. I'm sure some people are going to have a great time dogfighting with it, and they're just like, Bored, why are you noob? Well, that's because I'm not great at games. So yeah, I'd love to know what you think about the Ares, Ion, and Inferno in the comments below. Are you looking to pick one up? You're like, oh, I love them, but I'm not sure if they're right for me. Can't find a fit for them in the game at the moment. I'd rather have a sort of medium fighter or a different heavy fighter. Whatever your thoughts, I'd love to hear from you. Whoa, 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 whoa. In the comments below. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? It's November, and that means, yes, you're right, it's NordVPN season. All those delicious Nords are collected together to make the finest VPN that I shill for on my channel. Not only is NordVPN delicious, but it also protects. Check out the links below to get fantastic discounts, or go to nordvpn.com/BoredGamer. Do you dream of being at the controls of your spaceship in real life? Well, now you sort of can with Game Glass. It turns touchscreen devices into diegetic controllers for Star Citizen, and you can get the basic software free. Check it out in the links below. Every month we have a ship giveaway as well. This time it's for a Mercury Starrunner, a multi-crew ship that will let you do a bit of everything in-game now. Or at least most things. Lots of things in-game now. In the future it might allow you to do smuggling and data running too. All you need to do to be in for a chance of winning that is comment on any of my videos during November. More details down below. If you'd like to further support the channel, please consider clicking the join or thanks button under my videos, or even becoming a Patreon. You get some cool stuff to show that you're a true supporter of mine and Zin's art, some exclusive polls, ways of shaping the channel, some exclusive videos, all that sort of jazz too. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the verse.